Josh Moffitt, we are back with another reaction video.
Yes, Lord.
Indeed, we are. Today, we are reacting to how Puskas became the greatest goal scorer ever seen. I think I pronounced it right. If I pronounce it wrong, y'all let me know down below. And then, oh, my bad for playing it. My bad for playing it. But y'all let me know if I mispronounced it down below. But other than that, Josh Moffitt, if you haven't already joined Josh Moffitt, make sure you're liking the video and subscribing and join the family. You feel me? It's never too late to join Josh Moffitt, no cap. But other than that, I need y'all to do one thing, and that is to, as I said, like the video. This is all one big long thing. You feel me? Like, subscribe, and grab your food, your snacks, and beverage, and all things of that. Because this is a 10-minute video. Well, 10 minutes, 15 seconds. It might be an 11 minute, 12 minute, 13 minute video. I don't know how long it's going to be, but we finna get into the video and we finna see how Puskas was the best and greatest, whatever, goal scorer ever seen. I don't hear nothing from you, Wolf, because you probably won't, you don't know how to even pronounce that word, Wolf. I don't hear nothing from you, boy. Let's get into it.
On April 1st of 1927, a young boy would be born in Hungary, and being the son of an ex-football player turned coach, he would show his ability with the ball to be extraordinary very young, as he spent all day in a football pitch right next to his house. This would lead his father, who was now the coach of his best youth team, to get him forced under the name Miklos Kovacs, so he would play despite the minimum age rule. He would only be able to officially sign for the club at the age of 12, when he would finally use the name he would be known for, which was not the same name he was born with, as at the age of 10 his father changed their family name, and that name was Ferenc Puskas.
I pronounced it right. Excuse me. I pronounced it right. Yes, Lord.
At the young age of 15, he would debut for the main squad, and he would go on to play 18 matches that season, scoring 7 times as the league had to constantly be stopped as Hungary constantly got bombarded during the Second World War.
Damn.
For the first 6 seasons he played, he would not win any silverware, despite slowly turning into a goal-scoring machine like few had been seen before. On his second season, he would debut for the Hungarian national team, scoring the first goal of the match and rising to a new level of popularity nationally. He was so popular he would become the national team's captain that same year. At just 19 years of age, he would have the best season in his career in terms of goal scoring, managing an incredible 50 goals in just 32 matches, becoming Europe's highest goal scorer while getting similar numbers the following season. Then, one of the strangest things happened. The Hungarian Ministry of Defense planned to create a super team to elevate Hungarian football and bring it to a bigger stage. Puskas looked determined not to leave his hometown, said he would take over his past and rename it to Budapest Honvéd, as they were determined to have him in their team. Following this, they would buy all the greatest Hungarian footballers at the time, and by the end of the season, this was an incredible 31 goals in 30 matches. Puskas would finally win the league, which would be his first trophy.
His movement of the ball.
By the Ministry of Defense, the club would be considered a military club, and all of the players would have to be awarded military ranks in order to compete. Puskas would be named a major, and that's how he would earn his nickname, the Galloping Major. During this period, the country was under a communist dictatorship.
The Galloping Major?
Did not take kindly to players who attempted to leave the country, so much so that they would even execute a player who tried to do that, as an example.
Damn.
The following year, Puskas would experience the peak of his career with the Hungarian national team, as he would take part in the Olympic Games. In the first 2 matches, he would fail to be one of the main figures for the team, but once he started to pick up pace, he would look unbeatable, scoring 2 against Turkey, then a goal in the first minute of the semi-finals against Sweden, and finally the opener against Yugoslavia. And just like that, Hungary were Olympic champions. After this win,
did they get paid? Because he didn't. I mean, he's doing good and all that, but I haven't like seen. He haven't said nothing about getting a contract. I don't know if he was under contract at this time and age. I don't know.
Hungary would rise to notoriety worldwide, and following a win against England 1 year later, a team that was unbeaten at home up till then, Hungary would rise as the favorites to win the 1954 World Cup. This wasn't exactly normal for Hungary, who had only participated in 2 World Cups, even though they had made it to the final in 1938. After beating South Korea by 9 goals and beating Germany 8-3, Hungary had made it to the final phase of the World Cup with Puskas amassing 3 goals in those 2 matches. Sadly, he would injure himself and missed out on the next 2 matches, only coming back to play the final, an appearance that was under a lot of pressure after drama arose as other players considered that Puskas was unfit and only wanted to play so he could lift the trophy. Regardless, Puskas would come onto the lead. It seemed inevitable that Hungary was gonna win the World Cup, but then 2 2 goals inside 8 minutes would see Germany tie the match. Despite this incredible start to the match, there would be no more goals until the 84th minute as Germany scored the winner and broke that Puskas decided he would have to leave, but clearly that was no easy task. So much so that in 1956 Puskas would be declared dead by the media, killed during the protests against the regime. This rumor would not last so long as he would show up to play a preseason match a few months later. During this preseason, Puskas was left on the outside looking in, and with this one-of-a-kind opportunity, he would decide not to come back to his war-torn homeland. The government would be infuriated, ordering that no newspapers mention his name ever again. Puskas would look for a club, first training with Inter Milan, but seeing the deal fall through as the political tension would eventually settle down as Real Madrid would sign him. A controversial move as the player was already 31 years old and looked overweight. Puskas would manage in that first season to do what might have been the most insane recovery ever seen in football. He would work extra hours getting in shape, and just that first season he would get 25 goals in 34 matches, becoming a European champion as Real Madrid won the final, even though Puskas missed out on the match. The next year, Puskas would take it even further with 47 goals in 36 matches. Unbelievable. 6 more goals than legendary Di Stefano ever managed in his career, and in far less matches. And if you have the audacity to question whether or not Puskas was important to Real Madrid's early European Cup success, that season he got 12 European Cup goals in just 7 matches, a goal every 52 minutes. It would open the season by scoring a hat-trick in the first match and then another goal in the second leg of the first round match. Then it would be more quiet, only scoring 1 against Nice in the quarterfinals. As they met their rivals Barcelona in the semi-finals, Puskas would embarrass them by scoring 3 times as they moved on to the finals, where he would put the final strokes into the masterpiece that he made of this tournament, scoring 4 in the final against Eintracht Frankfurt, the only ever player to do so. Despite the international success, it wouldn't be until his 3rd season that he would win the Spanish League, despite having been its top scorer in his 2nd, something he would achieve 4 times over 5 consecutive seasons. By the end of that one, he would also obtain Spanish citizenship and would play for their national team, but they would go through a tough period and nothing notable would be seen during his time with them. After all of this slow decline would start, eventually ending his time at Real with 6 La Liga titles and 3 Champions Leagues, the 3rd coming in his last season, where despite playing only 3 matches in the competition, he would score 5 goals, only 2 less than the top scorer. He would finish his career with 681 goals in 698 matches, 84 of them coming from 85 matches played for his national team. The all-time record for an European, only surpassed in 2019, 63 years later, by Cristiano Ronaldo. Despite Puskas being unable to play for his national team for 11 seasons,
Ronaldo's an amazing player too.
Only returned to Hungary in 1981 for a short-term stay, being greeted by thousands. Their hero was back home. Eventually, he would even coach the national team for 4 matches to solidify his reconciliation with his homeland. In 2006, due to complications stemming from long-term struggles with Alzheimer's disease, Puskas would pass away. Despite all the troubles, Hungary would come to a standstill as the people mourned their hero. 2 years later, FIFA would name the award for the best goal of the season after him, the Puskas Award. Puskas was so special, such an incredible story of perseverance and endurance, fighting for what you love to do and for the freedom to do it in your own way, striving to become a symbol for your people, a display of hope but never a false prophet, showing that true greatness can come from the unlikeliest of places. May he never be forgotten. Getting into our ranking system, first we will judge him on his finishing, a striker's main weapon. Puskas was simply the best of his time, a 10 out of 10. Secondly, we will judge his positioning, which was also world-class and ahead of his time, though we relied more on his ball control than his opportunism, an 8 out of 10. Then for speed and physicality, he was short and stubby, but it made him incredibly tough to take down, and he was also impressively fast considering this. Still, it stopped him from winning aerial duels. Just so you can get a perspective of how short he was 4 centimeters shorter than Lionel Messi. Well, 7
Okay, so he's short. Okay.
The 4th technical attribute to be
that didn't stop him though.
Is his first touch and ball control, and well, he was exceptionally gifted as a dribbler, especially for his time. Though it was mainly just short dribbles so he could set up the ball for his goal, an 8 out of 10. The final technical attribute is mentality. This man went through everything and still persevered. An easy 10 out of 10. Now, taking into account the attributes that define a legacy, the first one is consistency. 17 consecutive seasons through war and refuge, never dropping under 20 goals a season. Well, that's a 10 out of 10. Secondly, flair. For his time, he was unbelievable, but football was not at the level we have today, and he, despite his ability, was a straightforward player at times. He gets an 8 out of 10. We also take into account his trophy cabinet. No Euros or World Cup, league titles only in one of the top 5 leagues. They were different times, but still an 8 out of 10. The fourth of these aspects is longevity. It has to be a 10 out of 10. Decades of dominance, always being written out as finished and coming back better than ever. Lastly, we will take into account the icon factor. Nearly 70 years later, and everyone knows how great he was, his records and legacy are simply unavoidable. Still falls short of people like Di Stefano or Pelé though, only slightly, a 9 out of 10. Totaling out at 88 out of 100, he gets to share the top spot with Johan Cruyff,
pretty nice rating.
Seems only fair for a player like him. This was Ferenc Puskas' career in a video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new. It really matters so much to me if you do that. So yeah, this is it. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.
W video, chat, W video. But Josh Mafia, that is the end of the video of how Puskas became the greatest goal scorer ever seen. Because he set a limit, and then obviously, as y'all seen or heard, Ronaldo, he broke that record. But Ronaldo's an amazing player. I don't know what like the top of the top like most goals somebody has scored in football. I'm gonna have to check that out one of these days. I'm gonna have to do some of my research, and I'm gonna have to see which how much is like the top goals of like, it's either, I don't know, I feel like it's Messi or Ronaldo. It's one of the two, because they've been in there for a lot of people been playing football for like years since they were like 17, 18. So it's definitely a large number. But Josh Mafia, that's the end of the video. If you haven't already, make sure you're liking the video, subscribe. If you haven't already subscribed, then make sure everybody's locked on my channel. If you're pets, need to be locked in. And let me know your thoughts on this video of Puskas. Did y'all know about him before this video, or did y'all just figure out about him? Cause I just figured about him. But hey, he's a good goal scorer. Rest in peace to Puskas. But other than that, make sure y'all are share my whole channel with your whole family. Don't matter. But let me know any other video we react to down below in the comments, and I will see y'all on the next video. My goal is to build a big community of brothers and sisters, which I call Josh Mafia. But other than that, I'll see y'all in the next video. Love y'all, Josh Mafia.
Falling, dreaming, talking.